Natanong mo na ba sa sarili mo? Paanong naiiba ang henerasyon natin sa iba? Bakit sinasabi nila na mas madali ang pamumuhay ngayon kaysa noon? Dahil ba sa history natin? Marami tayong mga tanong na kailangan na masagot ngayon. We need to know our history to know what happened in the past. That's why this video will show you how history changed our generation. This is the Philippine Revolts and Revolution. The times when Filipinos fought against foreign invaders to achieve the rightful freedom in our country.
Who is Diego Silang? Diego Silang was a Filipino revolutionary leader who played a significant role in the resistance against Spanish colonial rule in the 18th century. Born in 730, he is particularly remembered for leading the Ilocano revolt against the Spanish authorities in the Philippines. Silang fought for greater independence and autonomy for the Filipino people, and he is considered a national hero in the Philippines for his effort in the struggle for freedom. The Revolt of Diego Silang. A rebel leader who was smart, compassionate, conversant, and someone who belongs to the Principles Group urged the revolt against the cruelty and grievance fueled by the Spanish government. In the years 730 and 763, Diego Silang led a rebellion against the abuse and leadership of the Spaniards. He believed that self-governance should be led by Ilocano, natives, and officials, not the Spanish. Naniniwala siya na ang dapat mamahala ay ang mga katutubong Ilocano, hindi ang mga Kastila. Naramdaman niyang hindi patas malupit ang mga Kastila kaya nagpasya siyang lumaban. Silang's rebellion gained momentum during British occupation of Manila in 762. He sought power and asked for the British alliance to defeat the Spaniards and won over their regime. Humingi siya ng tulong sa mga Ingles upang talunin ang mga Kastila. The revolt was primarily caused by Silang's desire to end the ill treatment of the ruling government and to make Ilocos a city ruled by its natives, aiming to eradicate abuse and unjust treatments. Nais ni Diego na gawing malayang lungsod ang Ilocos mula sa mga Kastila. Spain allied with the French government against the British government, who decided to diminish the Spanish Empire. Silang volunteered himself to lead in behalf of British forces, while the Spaniards who were grieving for power sought the help of Catholic bishops in Ligan, who in return reject Silang's agenda. He was then appointed by British officials as a governor in Ilocos and was promised military reinforcement. With his governing power and will to set Ilocos as an independent state, he was imprisoned but then also got freed. On December of the year 1962, Silang declared the independence of Ilocanja, which was named as Free Ilocos, and efficaciously won over terms of proclaiming Bigan as the capital. The British government summoned for his help to conquer against Spanish governance. Unfortunately, he was betrayed by his companion, and Silang was assassinated in 763 by a Spanish Ilocano mestizo named Miguel Bicos, who was paid by church authorities to carry out the act. After his death, his wife Gabriela Silang took over the leadership of the revolt and continued the fight for Ilocano independence. However, she was eventually captured and executed by the Spanish. Despite their ultimate defeat, Diego and Gabriela Silang remain figures in the Philippine history, symbols of the resistance against colonial oppression.
Paul, Confradia de San Jose through its hymn. Apolinar de la Cruz, better known as Herman Paul, Spanish, Herman Paul, Spanish for Brother Paul, also spelled Hermano Puli, was a Filipino religious leader who founded and led the Confradia de San Jose, Confraternity of St. Joseph. Si Apolinar de la Cruz po ay mas kilala bilang isang Hermano at isa po siyang Espanyol. Herman Paul ay isang Kastila at binabaybay din po ni Herman Paul ay isang Pilipinong pinuno ng rehilyon at siya po ang nagtatag ng Cofradia de San Jose. And next, the Confradia was established in 1832 in response to the racially discriminatory practices of the Catholic Church in the Philippines. During the Spanish colonial period, Catholic religious orders refused to admit native Filipinos as members. In relation, Paul established his own religious order that was exclusive for native Filipinos. During its peak, the Confradia had 4,500 to 5,000 members from the province of Tayabas, Batangas, and Laguna. Fearing an armed rebellion, the Spanish colonial government sent military. Ito po, ang Confradia po ay itinatag noong 1832 bilang tugon po sa mga gawaing nadiskrimina sa lahi ng simbahang Katoliko sa Pilipinas. Noong panahon po ng kolonyal sa Espanyol, tumanggi po ang mga rehilyosong orden ng Katoliko. Natanggapin ang mga katutubong Pilipino bilang miyembro, bilang paghihiganti. Itinatag ni Paul ang kanyang sariling reliyosong orden na eksklusibo para sa mga katutubong Pilipino. Sa kasaganaan nito, ang Confradia ay may 4,500 hanggang 5,000 miyembro mula sa mga lalawigan ng Tayabas, etc. Dahil sa takot at nagkaroon po ng armadong rebelyon, nagpadala ng militar ang kolonyal na pamahalaan sa Espanya. And next, Apolinar de la Cruz was born on July 22, 1815 in Barrio Pandac, in the town of Lucban in Tayabas Province, now Quezon. Back when the Philippines was an overseas territory of the Kingdom of Spain, his parents Pablo de la Cruz and Juana Andres were peasants and devout Catholics. Si Apolinar de la Cruz ay isinilang noong Hulyo po 22, 1815 sa baryo ng Pandac sa bayan ng Lucban sa lalawigan na ngayon po ay Quezon. Noong ang Pilipinas ay nasa ibang bansa na teritoryo ang kaharian ng Espanya. Ang kanyang mga magulang ay sina Pablo de la Cruz at Juan Andres na deboto po sa Katoliko. And next, is Apolinario de la Cruz was literate but stated that he had no formal education. Despite that, it is very likely that he received primary religious instruction and attended the local public primary school in Lucban. Si Apolinario de la Cruz po ay marunong bumasa at sumulat, ngunit sinabing wala siyang formal na edukasyon. Sa kabila nito, malamang na nakatanggap siya ng sa mga rehilyon na nag-aral sa lokal na pampublikong paaralan. And next, in 1829, he decided to become a priest and tried to join the order of preachers in Manila. During those times, Roman Catholic religious order barred indios, native people of the Philippines, from joining. Thus, De la Cruz's application was rejected for the sole reason of his race. Noong 1829 daw po ay nagpasya siyang maging pari at sinubukan niyang sumali sa preachers sa Manila. Noong panahon yon ay pinagbawalan ng mga orden ng Rehilyong Roman Katoliko ang mga Indio, katutubong tao ng Pilipinas na sumali. Kaya tinanggihan ang aplikasyon ni De la Cruz sa tanging dahilan ng kanyang lahi. And next, he then decided to work as a donado lay brother at the San Juan de Dios Hospital, where he was admitted to the Confradia de San Juan de Dios, a brotherhood affiliated with the hospital open to Indios. During this time, He improved his public speaking and studied the Bible along with other religious writing. Pagkatapos ay nagpasya siyang magtrabaho po bilang isang donado, layong kapatid, sa San Juan de Dios Hospital, kung saan siya nag-admit sa Cofradía de San Juan de Dios, isang kapatiran na kaanib sa hospital na bukas para sa mga Indian. Sa panahong ito, pinagbuti niya po ang kanyang pagsasalita sa Madla at nag-aral ng Biblia kasama ang ibang mga relihiyon. And next po, Herman Poole fought against the secularization of Spanish prayers, and he sought for equality, especially on the union of men and women. Herman Poole founded the Cofradía de San Jose as an answer and tried to veer from the Catholic Church. On November 4, 1841, Herman Poole was executed in Tayabas, Quezon. Nagkipaglaban si Herman Poole sa sekularisasyon sa mga praileng Espanyol at hinangad niya ang pagkakapantay-pantay at pagsasama ng mga lalaki at babae. Itinatag ni Herman Poole ang Cofradía de San Jose bilang sagot at sinubukang lumihis sa simbahang Katoliko. Noong November 4 po, 1841, si Herman Poole ay binitay po sa Tayabas, Quezon. At doon po nagtatapos ang story ni Herman Poole.